Night at the library. Oh, I'm sure this won't go wrong. Yeah, see? It's there. The storm. And the poor little sheep is out in the rain.
The little sheepy, but the kitty's inside, so...
Yes. Okay, I need to move my water. Speaking of the kitty, where is he? We still have no LOS on the cat, do we?
No.
Alright, fine. Meh. It's looking pretty stormy out there, Renu.
Meh.
Aww. I want to know what the tentacle's name is.
Lucasfilm.
What?
It's from Day of the Tentacle. I choose to believe it's just called Lucasfilm the Tentacle.
Very well. I should make sure to keep all the windows closed. Good morning, Oleander.
Morning.
What's going on out there?
Great question.
Are you going to answer it?
Storm's pretty bad.
Right. And... Oleander, you still with me?
Sorry. Long night. Bad headache. Can I maybe get a coffee?
Somehow I don't think more coffee is what you need. How about something for that headache, though? Maybe a tincture to soothe the mind a bit?
Sure. I'll take that.
Let's see what we can make him do. Brain juice. Silent owl. Let's see. Confidence and agility. Not quite what I'm looking for. Cursed coffee isn't going to work. Peak sunrise or the silent owl? Yeah, I'm thinking peak sunrise is the way to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll need an additive. Something in the top 3. Go ahead and draw that though. The algae would work, but thunder sage looks like it would work better. Or a honey flower. Let's see. Honey flower for inspiration. Oh, thunder sage also gives inspiration. Let's do thunder sage. All right. Thunder. Do 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 do. Okay. There we go. 2 of these. And a bit more pep. There we go. And we'll give you an extra little bit of brain juice just because nobody's paying attention. Thank you, Andy.
Gotta be limitlessing.
Limitlessing. The gentlest cure for headache I have to offer.
Thanks. I feel soothed.
You want to try telling me about the storm again?
Fine. I guess I owe it to you. Quite frankly, it's a nightmare. The storm is causing an alarming number of people to get lost. On one side, you have adventurers who think now is a great time to look for treasure or personal fulfillment.
Look at his face when he says that. He gets so angry.
Some of them even want to fight the storm, which is a level of stupidity I previously thought impossible.
There is a fantastic beat in... It's not the gamers. It is...
It's Journey Quest.
It's Journey Quest, where the...
You actually did it.
The paladin attacks the river.
And kills it.
And kills it, yes.
On the other side, a whole lot of regular good people are in trouble too. They are wandering off the path, deep into the Ashen Grove. They are unable to find their way out again. And compasses don't work at all anymore, and most people's sense of direction seems akin to that of stale bread.
Yes. I think there is a spirit in the river, and he kills that. But then he gets very excited that he killed the river.
And one of the other characters actually says, he actually did it. He killed the river. In summary, it is a mess. I recommend staying inside.
You don't have to tell me twice. But that does sound quite strange.
Strange is one word for it. Bothersome is another.
Alistair, actual humans will fire guns at it. And there are people who will throw hands at weapons, right?
You gonna catch these hands? No, I'm a storm.
What kind of storm do you think it is?
No idea. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. Yep. Got any guesses yourself?
It feels somewhat primordial, but that might just be the nature of strange storms in general. I certainly haven't gotten any divine visions from the Great Sea Serpent or anything. Granted, he's been very quiet on that front ever since I retired.
Primordial, huh? Figures. That explains the frogs.
I'm sorry, the frogs?
Oh, yeah, the frogs in the treehouse.
The frogs in the what now?
Sorry, should have clarified. I'm talking about the adventurers who turned into frogs.
I'm so sorry, I'm still lost.
Blame the storm.
I think I'm gonna blame your lack of explanation. Why don't you try again?
Fine. Some adventurers got tangled up in some strangling scrubs. I cut them out of there and I agreed to lead them out of the grove. There were 4 of them, each more reckless than the last, and it was quite the hassle leading them back. Especially with all of those aberrations haunting the storm. Not to mention that the adventurers themselves seemed to lack any sense of perception whatsoever. They almost fell into the ravenous pit.
Is that what turned them into frogs?
No, what sort of ravenous pit turns people into frogs? When we were passing the boundary of the ancient forest, we ran into more of those aberrations. And when we defeated them, they just turned into thick and surprisingly aggressive fog. And the fog attempted to engulf us entirely. I managed to fight it off, but the adventurers were not so lucky.
How does one fight fog?
It went into their leader's eyes, which then turned to stormy purple. And before she suddenly melted into water, she got consumed by the storm. I lost sight of the others as other aberrations started appearing, and when I found them again later, they had turned into 3 frogs.
That is a fascinating side effect. What did you do with the frog adventurers?
I picked them up, and I brought them to Fable's treehouse. Made them a little water bath in the kitchen, and I locked them in there for now. That way they can't cause any trouble, and the windows keep the fog out well enough.
You did leave them some snacks, didn't you?
Of course.
Excellent. Okay. So, what are you going to do to get rid of the storm?
Nothing. Do I look like an adventurer to you?
Kind of. Just less froggy.
We still have plenty of bipedal heroes left. I'm sure one of them will take care of it eventually. No need to let it ruin my routine.
fear you may be underreacting.
There are no falling stars this time. Things could be worse.
They're still the primordial stars. They could float up.
Let's keep it to one calamity at a time this run, please, Innkeeper. Anyway, I should check on those frogs. Make sure no one else got lost.
Maybe let the people of Zenith know to stay inside?
I'll inform a town crier if I can find one. Stay inside, Innkeeper.
Only because you asked so very nicely.
River Cartwright, the elf.
Right? That fog looks bad.
Hello, Innkeeper. Your brave researchers have returned.
Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Hang on.
Hello.
I need to close this. There we go. Good to see all of you unharmed and well. Have you added researcher to your resume, Melly?
Precisely. I'm an expert, professional, big brain researcher now. At least that's what Archie said.
You did a phenomenal job.
Thank you. So I'm kind of triple classing now. Detective, thief, researcher. But to be honest, I'm already a bit tired of books and paper and saliva and teeth. So I don't know if the researcher's life is the life for me.
Hold on, why were there teeth in your research? Oh, they were so cute.
Sounds like it'll be a longer story then. Is anyone in need of a drink before we get started?
Me.
I've got you. What can I make for you today?
Something so I can tell you all about my adventure better.
I think I know what to do. All right. Some crown juice for Baya. A sunny breeze. I think we made them a sunny breeze last time, didn't we?
I think we did too.
I think a sunny breeze makes more sense than 1,000 winds. Oh, I'm gonna need an additive. Here, Ando. I think we could do Thunder Sage for this. Oh, I just realized I can just touch these things. Alright, so we can do a tooth. We could do Thunder Sage. Oh no, the honey flower works best. Okay, so I need 2 of those. And 2 of these, and it gives inspiration, which is important. There we go. Come on. 1, 2, and a heavy pour. 1 sunny breeze coming up. A fun little drink for the cutest little swamp witch.
Tea.
Oh, I love Baya so much.
Ooh, she loves it.
I do. But now it's time to tell our story. Very well. Strengthened by your drinks, we headed south through the moon swamp towards Mossbury until we could finally spot the sea. There was no city in sight, but we knew. Underwater wasn't far. Right as we left the swamp and our feet touched the water, the luminous algae did its magic. It formed enormous air bubbles around our heads. I was a bit skeptical at first. I've heard about shipwrecks and countless drowned victims after all. But I pulled myself together. To write about life, one must experience life. So I dove into the water headfirst, and what can I say? My head stayed completely dry. What fantastic magic, really. It looked a bit silly. The bubble adjusted to the size of his hat, not his head. Just the tip of his feather got a bit wet. Meanwhile, Mellie's bubble was big enough to fit her whole body inside. Because her legs didn't reach outside of the bubble, she couldn't swim on her own. But Baia managed to pull her along with ease. So, just like underwater did a little over a year ago, we slowly descended. While we were swimming, an unknown world came into view. Fish of all shapes, colours and sizes, swarms of glowing isopods and large, monstrous creatures in the distance.
The creatures didn't scare you?
No, not at all. They didn't look very aggressive to me. Curious, maybe, but they kept their distance. And then we could finally see the gates of underwater.
It was like a dream. No, even in my wildest dreams, I couldn't have imagined the beauty of that sunken city.
Travertine.
The travertine walls and marble pillars, the gentle magical light that illuminated the sky and the dark ocean around it. The myriads of colourful, sometimes even glowing sea creatures attracted by the light. It's so much more beautiful than any description I'd read. What a wondrous place.
And it's in a huge magic bubble. And I thought my bubble was big.
I'm so glad I decided to work with you on such a wonderful adventure. The words and inspiration for my next story flowed to me like gentle waves. I can't wait to write them all down.
We entered the city through a huge special magical seal that keeps the city dry.
Melly was the only one of us with dry clothes, though. And I was so very excited to see the Banshee and the Mary Morgan. We quickly met up with them at the inn they were staying at to ask them about the exact location of the mechanism.
I showed them my cool puzzle piece. And the Mary Morgan said it definitely looked like the one she saw in the library. I was so excited! I was so close to solving my puzzle!
They told us the way to the Corilphian library. And then we were ready to go.
They didn't come with you?
No. Apparently, they had made reservations for dinner and dancing that night. And we didn't want to interfere with their plans. And we didn't want to interfere with their vacation either.
But we promised to update them later. After another short walk, we finally reached our destination, the
I'm going with Corilphian Library.
Corilphian.
The Corilphian Library.
But the whole journey had taken so long that we sadly missed opening hours.
Maybe that was for the best. Looking for a puzzle piece in a library brimming with people is probably very difficult. I overheard a conversation between two guards saying that some researchers and security staff were still inside.
They were trying to figure out the curse of the library.
You know, the mysterious injured visitors and moving inventory.
And, well, all three of us have certainly had our fair share of adventures and spells and monsters. So I introduced myself to the staff. I told them maybe we could be of help. It turns out they'd actually heard about my dangerous journey to Dyria. I believe the tale made it that far. But they were pretty impressed by how Theo and I managed to survive the monsters and even solved their dispute. And a swamp witch like me could offer even more possibilities for dealing with various curses.
A cute swamp witch, if I might add. Oh,
You. So after our brief expert pitch, they actually allowed us in.
After we made it inside, we only had to find the second piece of the mechanism. And maybe also help the poor librarians figure out what kind of curse they were dealing with.
Have you ever visited the Krilfian Library, Innkeeper?
I'm gonna say not yet. Not yet, unfortunately.
Oh, you must. Just the building alone is worth it, let alone all the recipes you could find in there.
I'll think about it.
The light polished marble and organic wood made for just a perfect combination. All those arches and tall bookshelves that towered above us, mere mortals. And the highlight of the whole structure was the sun dome.
Sun dome?
The sun dome.
The central part of the library is covered by a gigantic glass dome that fills every nook and cranny with warm sunlight. I wanted to take a nap. It's really cool, but it also makes me feel really small.
When we got in, one of the staff members saw us looking around in awe, and she told us they added the dome for better lighting and to instill a sense of normalcy into such an abnormal location. It's also a rather new addition to the library. I found it a bit strange that the renovations seemed to have finished just before the first reports of the alleged book hauntings.
Renovation schmenovation. I wanted to find the puzzle piece. So while Archie talked to the librarian, Baya and I started very surreptitiously looking for the mechanism thingy. We followed the Mary Morgan's description to a T, and we even found the mildly wet pillow where it was supposed to be displayed.
But it wasn't there.
It was frustrating, as if someone deliberately snatched it away right before we could get to it.
At that point, I was still talking with the staff, and one of them introduced herself as a researcher of ancient spells and magic. And the more we talked, the clearer it became that my suspicion of a correlation between the renovations and the curse was well founded. Meanwhile, it got darker and darker in the library as the sun was slowly setting. Hey, Ozzy.
Hi, Ozzy, and thank you for stopping by and send regards back to Goblin Forest, please.
Of course, mere darkness wouldn't stop me from searching the whole library. Never underestimate a Vukakin's night vision. That's a horrible word.
Up until that point, I had tried to always keep her in sight, but I rather lost her in the darkness. Really wish I had better eyesight.
I was rummaging through the bookshelves and the books. The puzzle piece had to be somewhere, right? But when I tried to move to a particular old and heavy leather book, I felt a sharp pain in my finger.
Did the book bite you?
Rude.
Very.
It had dozens of long, razor-sharp teeth, and it was nibbling on my finger.
Her scream echoed through the whole library. We rushed over to her instantly.
But when they arrived, the book had already let go of my finger, and it fled to a hidden nook. Kind of like it might have been scared. I told them what had just happened, and I feared they wouldn't believe me, but instead I saw a look of realization dawn on my assistant Archie's face.
It suddenly all made sense. It was as clear as day that the library wasn't dealing with a curse, not in the slightest. Instead, they were dealing with mimics.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone proclaim that word happily before, Archie.
Well, it was my first time actually seeing one in the wild. Though I would have expected them to look more like treasure chests or doors. But of course, in an environment like that one, books make so much more sense.
The staff said they never had any issues with rodents or small animals. So that means the mimics must have been living in the library for a long time.
I'm guessing years, if not decades.
But all the reports of visitors getting bitten and books being moved are recent, right?
The staff asked the same question. But luckily, Archie here is a mimic expert. Well, they appear in almost every adventure novel, so I guess my knowledge just accumulated naturally.
Silly Archie, books are treasure chests.
You see, Innkeeper, some species of mimics are nocturnal. They absolutely despise light.
So a dark and moody place like a library is perfect for them. Unless some people decide to add a huge glass dome to let in more light.
It's not like all mimics are aggressive by nature.
They were just scared. And of course they were. They don't do well with change, and they lost their safe home to one with far more light. And if that wasn't enough, the visitors were always picking them up. That's super stressful. If I were a mimic, I would start biting people too. Honestly, I really felt sorry for them. And so did the staff.
We still needed a solution for the biting issue, clearly.
While they were discussing all of that, I could still hear the mimic that bit me shuffling around in the corner. It was so scared of us that I felt bad for screaming at it earlier.
So I tried to calm it down for her. I'd never met a creature like that before. But they talk at similar frequencies as plants, so we understood each other right away. What a unique and fascinating way to communicate. The librarians were equally in awe. I explained our situation and assured the mimic that we weren't there to hurt them.
And with our combined powers as great detectives, authors, and mimic whisperers, we found a solution. They obviously couldn't undo the renovations. Besides, the residents really liked the glass dome. But to help the mimics feel more at ease, we needed more shade in the library again. So Biden transformed the whole east wing into a botanical garden.
It was a fantastic sight. I'd never seen such diverse flora pop up out of nowhere before. Not nowhere. I just nicely asked the tiny algae and spores in the joints if they would like to grow.
And they were very eager to do so.
I took the mimics approximately half a minute before they explored their new abode. We could hear the rustling of paper throughout the whole library. They loved it. One even came over to thank us.
It was the one that bit me. I'd recognize that purple book cover anywhere.
It was so grateful and said the whole colony loved their new home.
A colony of mimics. Oh God.
And it also wanted to give us something.
You'll never get what it was, innkeeper.
A tooth? So you'll never forget that it bit you?
You have a wild imagination. You couldn't be more wrong.
Too bad. What was it then?
It was the second part of the piece.
Turns out, in their distress, they thought it was edible. I never knew mimics could be so nice. I suppose it's now up to me to change their bad reputation.
Sounds like a plan and a very successful adventure.
It gets even better. The librarians and I spent a few hours studying the mechanism. and we figured out what it's supposed to be. What? And we figured out that it's supposed to be a sour troop.
A zoetrope.
Exactly, sour troop. The upper part has tiny holes in it. The light emitted by the fire sprite shines through it and projects moving pictures of light on the walls. And apparently, the fire spirit is called the Tempest.
It's a powerful fire spirit created by Leviathan. It's associated with, well, fire, obviously, passion, affection, somehow, and listen to this, storms. The librarians handed us an ancient tome full of information on it. The book contained a dramatic short story about massive storms in the primordial sea that were summoned by upsetting the Tempest. Presumably because Melly opened its enclosure, it got exposed to a world very different from Leviathan's domain, and that made it rather upset. We think the zoetrope was its home, but it's broken, and the spirit has no idea where it is. It's all very scary.
Since the sound troop is old and broken right now, we can't just put the spirit back. Obviously, we have to fix it so we could let the Tempest return to it if it wanted to. But we needed to head back to the surface first. We said goodbye to the librarians and the books and the mimics, of course. And Violet also picked up a postcard so she could update the Mary Morgan and the souvenir for Fable's brother, Coriander.
Yes, I got Oleander some coral sprigs.
That's quite lovely.
Indeed, but by then it was almost already the next morning. We were all really rather tired, but I was also at least equally worried about the drink's effects wearing off. We definitely needed to get back to the surface as soon as we could, or else we would be stuck in underwater. As soon as we got back to the barrier seal, the bubbles returned. They were already a bit more translucent than before, but we still had time enough to get back. Or so we thought.
That doesn't sound very promising, Archie.
At first, I could see the bubble around me cracking like broken glass. And then the water started rushing in. It was so cold and wet. I hate being wet.
Luckily, we had already made it pretty close to the surface. Fire's kelp strands quickly pulled us towards the surface and they helped us swim back to shore. But the weird storm made it so very difficult to navigate.
In Fantasy Worlds, babies are delivered by mimics.
Even though I'd read so much about how to always find north, I must confess I was completely lost. And, well, we accidentally swam east instead of north. I was very confused. Where had my swamp gone? Or why there was such a huge city in front of us?
But I recognize that skyline anywhere. We were stranded in Zolford. You know, I've been back to the city a few more times since my quest there, so I knew a pretty solid tavern where we could spend the night. It was a recommendation from the familiars. In the morning, we sat down to discuss our next steps. I really wanted to fix the sound troop. But when I pulled it out of my pocket,
It must have come into contact with the sea when we swam back to the surface. The water seeping into some cracks must have corroded parts of the ancient metal.
Your sound was going back and forth. Yeah, I may be burning out the mic a little bit. I should sit back.
Several pieces of it probably broke off while we were swimming. Now they're lost in the ocean somewhere. And our two parts don't really fit together anymore.
I really wanted to fix it.
We weren't sure what to do, so we came back here.
Innkeeper, could I maybe order a drink now?
Of course. Do you already have one in mind?
Yes. I would like a hot chocolate, please.
One hot chocolate coming right up.
Wait! I want an extra fancy hot chocolate, like with glitter, or marshmallows, or sprinkles.
Sadly, I'm fresh out of marshmallows,
Oh.
but I could substitute them for some ghost berries. They pop in your mouth when bitten into. They add a fun twist to your drink.
Ooh. Yes, I want some of those.
Very well.
And this is an excellent place to take our ad break, and for the love of God, I need more tea. So, before we make ghost berry hot chocolate, this is, oh my gosh, it's already been halfway through the stream. So now is a good time to take a stretch break. And if you need your own beverage or anything like that, go and attend to that. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes. It's time to make Melly her hot chocolate. Oops, the game audio keeps muting when it comes back, which is frustrating. All right. Please order a hot chocolate. They're like, I'm not even going to give you an option for this drink. I want this one.
Give the kid the hot chocolate.
Melly wants ghost berries. Okay, so that's those two. And 3 of this. Fill her up. Oh. Gotta pour off one. Sorry, Andrew. And it needs a little bit of this. So 1, 2, oh, and a little bit more of this. There we go. A hot chocolate with ghost berries. Next home improvement project will be to get ceiling fans installed. Great idea.
Good move.
I'm so grateful to now live in a house that has windows on multiple sides, so I can get a nice breeze going. The little ghostberry disappears. Here's your hot chocolate.
I love it. It's sweet and warm and perfect.
I can't roll my R's, sorry.
I just had an idea. The zoetrope is made of citron, an ancient metal, and it seems connected to the dragons, right? What if you just reforged the pieces you lost with a little bit of divine help? We forged a powerful sword once. A zoetrope might require, more finesse, but it shouldn't necessarily be harder to do.
Now that you mention it...
But isn't Miss Rhea exploring the caves of with Kyle at the moment? If I remember correctly, it was her who forged Caelad's legendary weapon. That's true. I don't think we'll be able to reach her anytime soon.
But maybe Una can help. She's an engineer, and she's very smart and good with metal.
I want to argue with that very badly. And I can't.
And if we need divine help, we can go to that dragon temple in the Highlands. The one that doesn't have the ever-burning flame anymore. But they should know a thing or two about forging divine things, right? Maybe they even have secret ancient metal. Or a modern substitute.
Ooh, I've been to that temple. A very cold place with a very large shiver. But it's definitely worth a try.
Do you actually think we can fix it? I'm scared that I messed up big time and that the storm might be here forever. And it's all my fault.
There's always a solution. Sure, sometimes fixing a mistake can result in unforeseen changes. But without change, we don't grow. Plus, not so long ago, you helped stop the world from ending. I think you've got this. How about you start by visiting that Barracan Dragon Temple? You can figure things out from there.
Thank you, Innkeeper, for believing in me. I'll go ask Una for help. I'm sure she'll have some fun ideas.
Sounds like a plan.
See you later, Innkeeper.
Good luck.
Yoink!
I think I should follow her. I'm scared she'll get lost in the storm. I'll also have to check in on Voix and my aunts.
Take good care of yourself, Baya.
Will do.
And you? Up for a trip to the Highlands? Building a
Do you
snowman?
want to build a snowman? No. I fear this might be the end of the adventure for me. I have plans to meet up with Theo tomorrow morning. I can't wait to tell him all about the mimics. But please, do let me know the results of their quest.
You can count on me.
Thank you so much. But before I leave, after all that talking, I am in the most dire need of a drink, dearest innkeeper.
Of course. What do you have in mind, Archie?
Maybe something that'll steel my vocal cords for recruiting more assistants to protect me from a sore throat tomorrow, that sort of thing.
I hear ya. Leave it to me. Much shielding. Steel tonic or a first snow. A steel tonic seems thematically correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we'll need something that gives us... Ooh, a saber tooth worked quite well for this, actually. One of those. And then 3 of these. Or we'll just go 4. I like heavy pours. No. Ooh. Needed a bit more of that. A bit of that, it looks like. But a little bit of spice. There's a steel tonic. Good boy, Andrew. Good job. Love their sparkly eyes. Here we go. Liquid steel. Just for you.
Oh, thank you very much. This is exactly what I needed. I can already feel the itching in my throat beginning to subside. Until then, innkeeper, adieu.
Ooh, new quest. And 3 pieces of paper. That'll make this pretty easy. The soup trope is broken, but not beyond repair.
Sour troop.
Sour troop. Sour troop.
Uh-oh.
Maybe all it needs is a stubborn engineer and some helpful priests from the Highlands. Molly's mysterious puzzle piece seems to have something to do with dragons themselves, as does the angry fire spirit she freed. No biggie. The wind and weather patterns seem to be changing. Visibility is dropping and compasses are starting to fail. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure. I love the drawing here.
The little guy going, eh. One zoetrope to rule them all.
The mechanism, a delicately crafted zoetrope, as well as the spirit that inhabited it, seems to be rooted in the realms of the great dragons. The zoetrope appears to be broken, perhaps not beyond repair. A competent team is needed to seek out the priests and their divine forge in Vakira to aid in reassembling the Tempest's home. Perhaps that will soothe its wrath. Zoetrope does sound like a Marvel hero. Good boy, Andrew! Is Bubby asleep in the window?
Oh, he's hanging out.
Mm-hmm. He's hiding behind the curtain. What a drama queen. But first I must save them. Whoa!
He's bad. He's bad.
A guide to heroism. I feel very sorry for the sheep. Should we bring the sheep inside?
The little sheepy, though. The poor little sheepy.
Oh, he looks like he's shaking!
Little guy.
Oh, no! And do plus you win. I have no idea. I can't wait.
We have ordered it, right?
We did order it, but I don't have a shipping date. And I need to bring this sheep inside. He's worrying me. And I must pet my kitty. Hang on. You good? Oh. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna give you a dragon flap if I scratch your teeth. No? Oh, yes! Oh!
Did you get dragon flop?
Good boy. And Tommy!
Twiglet has mellowed in a couple of
And now he's biting me. Okay.
in a couple of quite interesting and brief ways.
You little dragon. You little brat.
In that he will do what we call dragon flop, where he just kind of rolls his head over and looks at you a lot now. And he's begun to accept tummy cuddles, which he never used to normally do because he doesn't like his tummy.
And they last about 1.3 seconds.
And then he goes, the time for tummy cuddles is at an end. I bite now.
Yes, exactly. I wonder if he's just finding that too warm, or if, honestly, he's too long now to curl up comfortably in there for long.
Might be it.
I don't know.
Might need to get him a bigger bed for him here.
Well, we'll talk about it at the end of the stream, but Twiglet's birthday is in like...
2 weeks.
It's next week!
It's next week.
His birthday is
His
week
little-
after next. His birthday's the 15th. We're gonna buy him a kitty tree to play around in.
So wait, Ducky's here for his birthday?
Oh my gosh, Ducky, I think you were here for Twiglet's birthday. Hang on, let me check the calendar real quick. I need a calendar. Hang on. I can't do 3 things at once. It's
You
not working.
lie.
I click this button. Give me a calendar. Okay. The Twiglet's birthday is the day before Ducky arrives, but it'll be very close. We shall observe his birthday while Ducky's here. How about that? Look at this! He is...
We can move the
Hang
camera.
on.
We can move the camera. Move the camera.
Hang on.
Mother.
I'm gonna move the camera. Look at someone poking their little head out.
Mother, I have no pets or anyone to bite. Mama.
Mama. Oh, you need scritchies. Is that what this is?
I can't reach, child. Come here.
This is his other favorite thing. He will work out exactly how far away he can sit that
No.
just mildly inconvenience you.
Hey, stop
And
biting.
then he will
You
do
little
that.
brat.
Okay.
He'll like walk 2 steps further away than your furthest
He is
possible
being
reach.
such a teenager right now. No, pet me, bite.
He hasn't felt the warmth of a pet in many, many
I
years.
know. Well, if he would come over here, he just jumped down for food, so maybe he'll.
Most
move
of this
direction.
afternoon,
Everybody, ignore him.
most of this afternoon was just. Well, where is everyone?
I'm so
I'm so
lonely.
alone. I just left the room that you're both in, and I noticed that you're not in the room I'm in, and I'm taking that personally.
We probably shouldn't start another day. It's already 10:30.
Okay, if you want to jump to a shenanigans.
I think we have some shenanigans.
Okay.
Maybe let's stop here and do some shenanigans, because otherwise, if we start a whole nother day, 1, my voice is going to give out, and 2, we'll have to stop it. I mean, we could make a start, right? Give it 15 minutes?
Let's give it 15 minutes. Let's give it 15 minutes. We're giving it 15 minutes.
Okay. I always bet sad when it gets to be warm out and Ruthie gets too warm to cuddle with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only get my kitty cuddles now right about dawn. 5:30, quarter to
He wakes
6.
you up.
He wakes
Fucking
me up.
wakes you up.
for
Mom!
cuddles, and then he gets mad at me because I fall back asleep and stop petting him.
Aside from Monday, where he just didn't let you
Oh
walk.
yeah, Monday he just parked on my chest for a couple hours, which was very nice. I got lots of dragon flops. All right, but let's play some more. Everybody ignore Twiglet. If we ignore him, maybe he'll come hang out with us.
Morning.
Good morning. You look tired.
I'm not.
Your eye bags have eye bags.
It was a long night.
Storm still storming?
Yeah, honestly, that's a really good way to put it. I spent all night rescuing people from wandering into the Quack Mangrove. The Wyvern Chimera really doesn't like intruders. The Frog Venturers kept trying to break out of the treehouse as well, and I barely even had time to look after Fable's vegetable garden.
Do you Oh, go ahead.
Do you think they're okay? Do you think the storm has reached Velos too? Are they equipped to handle it? What if they stumble into the Twilight Chasm again?
Fable has faced much worse. After everything they've been through, I doubt this storm poses much of a threat.
That does nothing to calm me down.
Have some faith in them. They trust you to take care of the grove. Maybe you could return the favor.
I'll try.
So, now you're here to take a break? Do you need a room so no one sees you resting?
No, I just need to sit for 2 minutes in silence is all. Then I'll be good as new.
He's staring up at bugs. Got it. Morning, sentient elderberry. You ready for us to blow your socks off?
It depends. Who is we?
Big guy, stop chatting with the sparrows and get in here.
Poor birds. They're almost blown away.
Okay, Twiglet,
I'm gonna go.
Please
I'm gonna
leave
go.
the ark alone.
I'm gonna go.
Twiglet is trying to attack the rider bug being held by the ark right now. We are,
Come on, dude.
Bubby, come here. Want some pets? No! I'm gonna lick my leg instead. Leave him alone. He'll be fine. He's gonna go not drink water, I'm sure.
I'm not thirsty.
Or he's waiting to see if you're watching while he gets into trouble.
God. No, those poor birds. They're almost blown away.
That storm is gnarly.
Luckily, we're here to fix it.
That's wonderful news. I can't wait to rebuild Melly's ancient gizmo. The Windkeeper.
Present.
Couldn't just call up your old pal Leviathan, huh? Send a prayer, ask him to pick up his tantrum throwing spirit or something?
I tried that. Unfortunately, I am but a devotee. I don't have a direct line to the big guy either.
Does Twiglet need a timeout for his crimes? He's getting real close to it, but I think he's... Well, he's not currently in line of sight, so cross your fingers.
So it's fine. Plus, there's the oath of neutrality. You know, they can only help us so much.
I guess the only answer is when you need new recipes, then? Maybe you can ask for a working compass recipe.
Well, while we're on the topic of questions, Una, let me continue with a reasonable one. Didn't Melly want to fix this? He does, but I put her on packing duty so she can work out some of those nerves. We'll pick her up once we're done here.
I assume that means you'll be joining her.
Of course, I know the Highlands well. And Prim and I got super lost on the way back from the book fair yesterday. It's pretty scary for her.
Oh, look at she puts her head up against him when he gets upset.
Such a sweet little guy.
I'm convinced that is...
That's Tia.
That's
Tia.
reincarnated,
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I can only imagine what it's like for people and creatures that don't have someone's hand to hold. So we gotta fix this.
Such a good Samaritan.
You're going as well?
Well, I was asked. And sometimes I gotta get off my old ass, right?
Absolutely. So can you build them a compass that will work?
Not a chance. We'll just have to trust our intuition and guess ourselves to the correct destination. Just like the good old days.
We'll do our best to navigate through the storm. Maybe we'll manage to catch sight of some landmarks. I just hope we get there before it does any more damage.
Got any tips, Leviathan's favorite boy? Or chosen one? Or I don't even know if we have pronouns. Never mind. I know a navigator.
I know a navigator you can ask for help. Or a ranger, rather. Who? Oleander Verafina, Fable's older brother and tremendously experienced local ranger. I'm sorry, what?
He's already been helping people get home safely through the storm. He might be just the man you need. And he's in desperate need of getting out.
I don't think you can just do things. You're going to help us? Fable told us great things about you. That'd be amazing. Oh, thank you for the flattery, but no, I cannot help you.
Think about it this way. The quicker this is solved, the less people get lost in your forest.
And the sooner those frogs will be adventurers again. Oh, I can't exactly just leave. What if something happens while I'm gone? Don't you have like 5 sisters? What if something happens to them?
Don't you think they're competent?
Well, yeah, but...
But
Oh. Don't worry, we'll take really good care of you, mate. It would really help us a lot if you came along. Oh. Fine. I'll take you where you need to go and I will bring you back. But I don't want to be involved in your weird little adventure thing.
famous last words, kiddo. Famous last words.
So, how are you planning on approaching this?
With pluck and determination?
And a magical drink. That's reassuring.
All right. I say we pack a heavy dose of dexterity for these old fingers of mine so I can reforge that mechanism thingy. Easy peasy. Maybe also add a little intelligence to the mix. Some extra sparks in the brain pan can't hurt.
Sounds reasonable enough.
Got anything divine to add to the mix? I could offer you some citron, both for the drink and as material for the mechanism, I suppose. Perfect! We might need some blessings to fix something so ancient. You can't trust those priests to be stocked up on divine favors.
This is starting to sound really quite blasphemous. Do you think you can fix an, let me see, ancient and divine artifact?
Yeah, I'm gonna rebuild it.
Right. Though now I think about it, we might need some strength after all to make any progress with it. Melly said it was so tough she couldn't even scratch the thing.
Not a bad point.
Should we add some charisma as well, so we can maybe talk to the Tempest? Maybe it doesn't want to go back into the Sour Troop, or maybe it does. Either way, we should ask. It's only polite. That's insane. It's a powerful fire spirit. It will burn you alive. It will destroy your surroundings before you can ask it about how it's feeling. That's what fire resistance is for, my guy.
I like the way you think, Clay.
Innkeeper, I think we could use your wisdom. Dexterity, intelligence, and divine blessings to put all of our focus on rebuilding the mechanism. Or strength, charisma, and fire resistance so we can commune with the spirit.
Let me think about that a second. And save the game.
Hold up, lads. Let's just look at the walkthrough.
My instinct is actually to go with the strength and charisma, because what if they talk to the thing and it doesn't want to go back into it and they'll save themselves the time of building it?
Okay, this is kind of an interesting one. Would you like spoilers? Okay. Armed with charisma and strength, plus the ability to resist fire damage from a drink such as the Sailor's Courage, your adventurers will find success. However, without any citron, they're not able to repair the zoetrope. Instead, they must calm an angry Tempest after its home is well and truly destroyed, ultimately finding it a new sense of purpose. If you serve up speed and defense for Quest 1, you'll wind up here for the second quest of Tempest Tantrum. What was the other one? Defense and strength?
Yeah.
With fire resistance?
No, the blessing.
Okay. Here we go. If you offer your adventurers a drink such as the hot chocolate, which offers a dexterity and intelligence boost,
right,
they will be able to swiftly and smartly solve their zoetrope issues. The team will work out where to go for help and repair the mechanism, finding a new home for the Tempest.
Okay. So either way, we find a home for the Tempest, it sounds
This is a lovely game where people win.
I like that.
And niceness happens a lot.
Alright, let's see what the drink says. I do kind of like the idea of making a hot chocolate, but it doesn't... Yeah, a hot chocolate with lots of speed and some brains. What was the other one? The Sailor's Courage? With fire resistance.
Yes, 1 second.
I don't know. Melly's hot chocolate seems like the way to go here.
I think
right?
Melly's hot chocolate.
Melly's hot chocolate with some fire resistance. Alright, so what's got fire resistance to it? Water breathing. Fire resistance is the Phoenix chili. But no citron. That's okay. Phoenix chili. Hot chocolate. I don't think we can do this though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't think the Phoenix chili actually works with the hot chocolate. It gives me a bonus. Well, let's try again. Hold on. Because I don't need combat, and I need that tick. But I also need one of these. Which, because of the penalty, I need a double pour. And then I need one of these. And then I don't think I can get all the way to the hot chocolate. Yeah, see? It doesn't actually work.
That's odd.
Hi, Bubba. I can feel him on my feet. So if we're gonna give the fire resistance, I need a drink with... It can get me to triple fight. So Sailor's Courage is the only one. Or the Cursed Coffee. But it doesn't give me the crown. It's the Sailor's Courage is the only one we can... Hang on, I'm gonna go back to the dialogue here. Those are rumors. People, here we go, talking. Okay. So dexterity, intelligence, and divine blessing, or strength, charisma, and fire resistance. Strength, charisma, and fire resistance. And that's the one we decided to try, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Strength. I think it's got to be a Sailor's Courage at that point. With the fire chili. We need one of these. One of these. I've already got one of those, and then I need 2 more of these.
Sailor's Courage.
Hi, Bubby, come here. No, he flees. I think you've got nothing to lose from a good conversation. Who knows what the Tempest has to say? Might even have some construction tips.
Or an interesting life story.
Exactly.
This sounds negligent.
It sounds fun!
Right?
Maybe you can say hi to the Guive guarding the temple, too.
Oh, we should. I'd love that. I'm sorry, just to what Geever? Oh, there's a giant Geever guarding the dragon temple near Varika. Some of the others ran into it last year while looking for the ever-burning flame. Right, yeah, normal occurrences, typical adventuring stuff. Sure, I get it. Great, no problem. I'm psyched.
You got this.
We'll see. I should go pick up some supplies. I'll meet you at Broom's place. Head left from the Wizard Towers until you smell the bread from the bakery. Should be easy enough to mine from there. Thank you, Ollie. No.
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 Just no.
No.
No. Ha! I'm sure you'll get it to I'm sure you'll get it to stick. All right. Let's save here.
I think I might want to screen grab it. This sounds negligent.
I know, right? I'm like, hey, that's my line.
Thanks, Ollie. No. Mm-mm. Not doing that.
That is a perfect place
That's
to
a
wrap up.
perfect place to wrap up.
Oh. I love the... I don't know what it is. Phoenix?
I want to say she's a dragon of some sort.
Hello! We have a raid!
Tin
Hello,
Can!
Tin Can! How are you doing? You have excellent timing. We're just wrapping up, actually, for the night. We're just about to do some shenanigans. So
Sorry, Amber.
So thank you very much for
got us
joining
for like
us.
5 to 10 minutes for sure.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Amber. Hello, Raiders.
Come on in. Oh, you're kissing boys? Okay, that's totally legit. There's a pretty cute one on screen. I mean, he's a pretty cute one, too.
I'm great.
You're great. You're great. Yes, it's time for shenanigans.